Just to give you a small idea of how much noise this centrifugal cooling fan is creating in the current source inverter which you have provided us, I'm recording a small video, and I hope that it makes our point clear as far as the problem with this cooling fan is concerned. Just listen to the noise, that amount of noise that this cooling fan is creating when I turn on the fan. And not only the noise, automatically the power consumption of this fan will also be huge, because of its size and its high speed, and the high flow rate that it is having. Its power consumption will also be increased manifolds. So now I'm turning on the fan. Observe the difference and listen to the noise. So as you can see, it becomes difficult for us to talk normally if the fan is on. I mean, in a lab environment, you don't expect so much noise out of an inverter. It's understandable if it was a motor to have so much noise from it, but from an inverter you don't expect so much of a noise. Moreover, its power consumption will also be huge. Okay, the heat production, the heat has to be dissipated and you have a large heat sink, but we still have a doubt as to whether this fan is I mean, properly designed or not, or if there is any mechanical problem with this cooling fan, because even though it has a high flow rate, but it is creating too much of a noise. I mean, even the exhaust fans in the kitchen that you use don't have so much of a noise. Now just to show you the difference of between, I mean, the amount of noise that this fan is making, and here we have a VSI, a voltage source inverter, which is of the same rating. Just observe the difference in the noise that the two fans create. It's pretty negligible, and it doesn't create that much of a disturbance. You can easily you can normally stand and talk if you are working with the inverter setup, so it's not so much of a disturbance for the lab environment, but this one creates too much of a noise. It's understandable if it was a very high rating inverter, and it was feeding bulk power to the grid. In that case it was understandable, but it's not. We are working with 5.5 kilowatt peak power, right? And it's not a very huge amount of power that it's feeding. So given the amount of power that we are dealing with, the size of this fan is too large. So the power consumption and the speed of the fan is also very high, so the power consumption automatically goes up, and because of the noise it creates a lot of disturbance. I'm not sure whether mechanically the design is 100% correct or not, unless we open this casing and see whether the blades are hitting something, internally it's hitting something or not. Because of that the noise is coming, or see, this base is already a wooden base, so I don't think that because of the vibration with the base the noise is being created, or because of this crack this noise is coming. We don't think so. It's something wrong with the fan either, or the design of this fan is not proper. I mean it's not suitable for this inverter. Some other fan would have served the purpose as well. That is what we think. I hope you got our point. Thank you.